In this video, I want to give you a basic walkthrough of how to use Facebook Live Engagenator. This software has two different titles that come along with it. One of them is for posting to a Facebook page. So if you have a fan page or something like that set up for a business or a website, then you would want to be using that page software. The other software allows you to post to your timeline, so this would be like your personal Facebook timeline, and that same software also allows you to post to a Facebook group. So depending on where exactly you want this Facebook Live video to be showing up, that would essentially determine which of these two software titles you would want to be utilizing. Now, as far as how they work, they actually both work in a very similar manner. One of the few exceptions to that is just in the very beginning when you're first setting up all of your account information, you provide your Facebook login and your password. This is something that you will be doing in either software title, no matter which option you choose. If you want to be posting to a Facebook page, you simply find that page on the Facebook website. So like here is the Facebook page for my plugins, and you just want to copy the URL from that Facebook page, and that will be going right here into the Facebook page URL box. Now if you wanted to post to a Facebook group, once you provide your login information, you just click on Get Available Groups. It'll provide you with a list, and then you can simply select the appropriate group from that list. For your timeline, all you have to do is provide your login information. So depending on which place on Facebook you want to be posting to will determine exactly what information you need in this very first step. Everything else beyond that, though, is essentially the same. Once you move on to the second step, video posting details, all you have to do here is provide the information for the video that you want to be put on Facebook Live. You first select the recorded video file. You just browse your computer, you find that video file that you had previously recorded that you now want to turn into a Facebook Live video, and then you select a thumbnail for it. You can either create these to try to drive some additional engagement for this video, or you could simply just take a screenshot of a certain frame from your video if you want to. I will be having a separate tutorial video on exactly what you can do as far as these thumbnails are concerned. Everything else besides that is just information that is going to show up in the Facebook Live posting. So the post title will just simply be the title of your posting, the title of the video essentially. And then the description is basically what you would normally type into a post. So you can see right here on this particular post that I already did, you don't really end up seeing the title unless you're like going into the actual video. People that might be searching on Facebook or on Facebook Live for different videos, they would obviously be seeing that title. As far as just being in the news feed though, the only thing most people will end up seeing will be your description. So that's going to be your actual post right here. I like to include a link down in the bottom of this. Whatever the objective is of posting this video on Facebook Live, whether you're trying to build leads or drive traffic to your website, maybe drive traffic to a website that has an Amazon affiliate product or some other kind of affiliate product for sale on it. Whatever goal it is of you posting this video, you want to put that destination in a link here so people can actually click on that link. This way you can drive traffic to your site off of this Facebook Live video. Once you have these steps completed, you proceed on to the thumbnail options. Now on thumbnail options, you have this delay, and this is actually turned off by default. You'll see it looking something like this. I highly recommend for you to turn this on. You may even want to increase the delay to something like 15 seconds. I found 10 to be maybe a little bit too short. What this really is that because you are streaming a video to Facebook Live, and this is coming off of your own computer, sometimes there seems to be a little bit of a delay in the connection of essentially Facebook making that video live, Facebook starting to record that video for you. So this delay is a delay in the very beginning of your video where the thumbnail that you have selected will be shown for this time period until the actual video begins. So that thumbnail can be used as kind of like a holding screen for people that are waiting for the video to start, but it's also useful as kind of extra engagement. Sometimes people might be seeing that thumbnail on the Facebook website before they actually start viewing the video. So sometimes that thumbnail can help to lead people into viewing it. This delay being incorporated controls how long that thumbnail gets shown at the beginning of your video. And the reason why you want to have a bit of a delay like this in is again because of the connection with the streaming live video. If you have no delay at all set up for your video, chances are on Facebook Live, the beginning of your video will likely end up getting cut out. So that again is another important reason why you want to incorporate this delay. After you have published your first Facebook Live video and it completes, go back on Facebook and try to start watching that video again and see where the video actually starts. See if any of the beginning of your video gets cut out. If it does, look at your hard copy of that video. Try to figure out how much of the beginning of the video got cut out. Maybe it was 5 seconds or something, and add that time onto the delay for future videos that you're going to publish. The actual connection delay there can really kind of vary from one computer to the next, just kind of depends on what your connection speed is and potentially even how fast your computer is. Finally, the last step is to simply click on this Start Process button and to wait for a few. Depending on how long of a video you have selected to be posted onto Facebook Live, that can determine how long you'll have to wait for this particular step of the process. You click on Start Process, and it simply begins preparing the video for you. So you can see preparing video can take a long time. Now I'm doing about a 7-minute video here, the one that I have selected to upload for this particular phase. You can see the 7-minute video actually does move along pretty quickly. However, I do have a fairly powerful computer with a lot of RAM and processing power in it because I do a lot of video processing normally outside of this software. I do a lot of video editing, and so therefore I end up having to render the videos. So I do have a maybe more powerful than average computer in terms of rendering the videos, which is essentially what is going on in the background here. It is rendering your video in along with that thumbnail that's going to be shown in the beginning of the video. So all of this is simply preparing your video to be able to run on live. After this process completes, you'll get to step 6 of 7, I believe it is, and it's going to prompt you to click a button to actually go live. So until you click that button, your video is not actually going to be on Facebook Live. For this reason, you can just click on this Start Process button and, get up, take a break for a few minutes, come back, and as soon as the live button is available, then you can click on it. Once you click on that live button, you're not going to see anything taking place on your screen. However, if you have any audio in your video, you will notice that you're going to be hearing that audio. Your computer is actually streaming the video to Facebook Live at that current point in time when you're hearing the audio going along with it. Again, this is after you have clicked on the Go Live button. You need to leave this software open until your video finishes streaming. You'll see something like this. If you actually visit your Facebook page and click on the video itself while your live stream is running, you'll see that you're live, you'll see the video being played here in the middle, and ultimately when the video is finished, you'll see right here the live video has ended, and it'll let you know that it'll be available on the timeline shortly. So whether you posted to a Facebook page, your personal timeline, or a Facebook group, once the video finishes streaming, you can then close down the Facebook Live Engagenator software, and that video will simply be up on Facebook for anyone to watch at any time that they want to. They can start and stop and forward and rewind as much as they would like. So it really no longer becomes a Facebook Live video after that point, but it still gets the advantages of the Facebook Live video system because it was published through that particular platform. So as you can see here, my 7-minute video is still not quite done preparing. It'll actually take maybe a few more minutes, possibly 5 minutes or so here at the most. If you were dealing with a much longer video, if you record, say, an hour-long video, this particular process will take some time to complete. You would likely want to get up and leave your computer for possibly a good hour or maybe even more, depending on the speed of your computer. And then you would want to click on the Go Live button. And again, you would need to leave your computer running for it to stream that video for you. But once the video completes streaming, you can close everything down, and then your video will simply exist on Facebook wherever you had set it up to get posted to. So the video processing has now completed. You can see the step that it is simply sitting on and waiting for me to respond. Step 6 of 7, waiting to start live, press button. So all you have to do now is just click this Start Live button. And as soon as you do that, it's going to start streaming the video. You could then go to your page or your timeline or your group, wherever you have posted this to, and you'll be able to see this thing running live. And in fact, again, as I mentioned earlier, you're going to hear the audio from your video being played on your computer, even though you won't see the video itself. Just leave the software alone while it is streaming that video. Wait for it to complete before you close this down. Once that is done, then your video will remain up on Facebook for watching for anyone else that wants to check it out.